Oh, hi everyone, and welcome to this week's episode of Completely Normal. Unfortunately, Benishka can't be with us this week, but Captain Fakeeye will be with us very shortly, so we'll introduce those as normal when we go around. But before we do that, please check out all of the links which the bot is currently spamming at you in chat, including our social links, places you can go to support us, sponsor information. Please check out Bird in the Storm Publishing and Mage Hand Press, and also please check out all of those websites where we get 10 to 15% discount. It really does help us out if you use those codes, and you can find the codes below the screen for the most part. Let's go around and say hello to everyone. I'll introduce the people who aren't here. We'll go clockwise around. So we'll start with Captain Fakeeye, who will be with us shortly. And Faye, this is her first campaign on the channel, and we're so pleased to have her. She's an amazing role player. You can check out her Twitter here. There you go, and she'll be with us in around half an hour, so that's good. Next round we have Kelly. Oh, hi, Kelly.
Hi, I'm Kelly, Kelly Lane on Twitter, Kelly in chat. I'm here Monday nights DMing for Tilt. I'm here Wednesday nights, obviously. I'm on Wandering DM on Saturdays. Some Saturdays, not all Saturdays. And I write articles for Scrat's Patreon, which are free, and you should check them out. And there's like all sorts of new cool stuff in the works for that too, so keep an eye.
Yeah, putting the work in behind
also, as
the scenes.
usual, I'm eating.
I'm also eating because I'm a terrible trash panda.
Am also eating.
We're just supporting each other right now, you know. Next around we have the wonderful Renee, who also writes articles on the Patreon. Oh, hi, Renee.
Hi, I do that indeed, and I'm very excited about it. I'm also eating because the family that streams together eats together. Something like that. I'm here on Scratticus Academy, which is basically like my streaming family, and obviously I'm here for Just Because You Can right now, but I will also be here afterwards for Return to Eden, because this is my double feature Wednesday, which I love. I'm also on Nerd Immersion on Monday nights playing D&D. And then I have several other projects, including Fate and the Fable Maidens, which is a family-friendly D&D podcast, and Edenfall, which is an upcoming audio drama adaptation of the aforementioned Eden. So I love being here, and I can't wait to see what our super teams get up to today.
And next around we have Benishka. Benishka, unfortunately, it doesn't look like they will be able to join us today. They said there was a potential they might be able to, but it doesn't look like it yet. Well, we'll keep you posted on that one. Benishka, also their first campaign on the channel. You can check out all of their information on their Twitter. I believe they have a pinned tweet with information there, so go and check that out. And yeah, everyone grab snacks and eat with us. Just make us feel valid in this, please. Don't anyone shame us, okay? We're not in a good place for shaming right now. So last week, the teens were left without Serena. Serena, do you want a recap of what happened, or would you rather not know?
I'd rather not know. I like going in blind, as it makes my job easier, right? Character knowledge versus player knowledge is exactly the same.
Oh, yay.
Excellent. Then I feel like it may well be Alyssa's job at some point to explain the plan to Serena. It is just going to be a wonderful scene. I'd like to start, if we may, seeing what Serena was doing last episode, as we last saw her where, what was his damn name? Like Barry B. Bronston or something like that?
Close enough.
Close enough,
yeah. Barry B. Bronston just ordered Serena to write him a 2,500-word essay for print in a couple of hours.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. How does Serena feel leaving the office?
Stressed. Which... it's a feeling that I can empathize with. I think she's excited to already have an assignment, but she's not necessarily stressed about the time crunch. I think she has a lot of faith in herself. What she's stressed about is the topic of the story and making sure that she's doing it justice and getting enough information so that she's not putting out kind of all rumor. And I think since this is her first kind of big story like this, she's not even really sure where to start.
Mm-hmm. And you put forward a storyline, right? You suggested one in the meeting. Can you remind us what that was?
She had suggested that she look into some of these rumors about Undertow having basically gone overboard with the use of his powers and kind of attacking normal people rather than powered bank robbers. Which was something that she had seen, I think, popping around on Flitter a few days before.
And so as you exit the office, the receptionist, who I believe introduced herself to you as Visage,
Yes.
she says, "So you have an assignment already?"
Yeah, it looks like it.
Well, if you have a laptop with you, there's some free tables over there. If you need something to write on, there's some PCs over in that corner of the office. I guess that means you're hired.
I guess so. Yeah, I've got my laptop in my backpack. Do you all have a office phone?
There's a phone in the tea room on the second floor.
Okay. Thank you. I might have to make some phone calls, and I think it'd be better coming from the newspaper than from my cell.
That's a great initiative, Serena. It's free, just press 9 to dial out.
Okay, thanks. I'll see what I can do.
Don't press 8.
What happens when you press 8?
Don't worry about that.
Okay, I won't do that then. Thanks.
If you need anything, I'm right here, and my extension is 2163. When you get your own phone, you'll be able to use it just the same as the tea room phone. We'll set you up an office. We should have you one by Monday.
Oh, my own office. I was kind of expecting...
Well, your own office space, at least. We'll get you a cubicle.
Okay. Well, I appreciate that, but I think I have a whole bunch of work to do now. So...
Yeah. That's often the way for the first day. Good luck.
Thanks. And I think Serena would go... She'd probably go actually up to the tea room to work rather than sitting over at the tables with her laptop.
Mm-hmm.
And is there... So the first thing she'd want to do is kind of look into, try and get a little bit more information before starting to write. And I think... she might have kind of maybe a friend's parent or something that works at the police station that she could maybe call and ask questions to, and I think that's what she was thinking about doing first. Okay. Unless there was someone that she saw, like a detective or something that she saw connected with the story itself.
It's up to you. I'll give you your friend as an asset for free. If you would like to roll for another contact, we can totally do that.
Yeah, let's do that. That's not my sheet. That's my sheet.
Would it maybe be, I think either superior or mundane, assessing the situation, or piercing the mask?
I think it'd be assessing the situation, because it would be her ability to kind of look around online and figure out who is connected with this particular story. Not that it makes a huge difference.
Sure. Oh, you can't remember the detective's name.
I don't have anything left. Okay.
Oh, yeah, we should make a comment about the donations because I changed them all this week. Thank you, Kelly. No more rerolls, no more critical coin flips. They weren't working. We had a terrible financial month last month. We got rid of them all. This month we've gone back to advantages and disadvantages. £3 for an advantage, £5 for a disadvantage. So it's easier to make things better for people than it is to make them hard. So we're still doing academy things. £10 is an automatic success. In this system, it would be a 7 to 9 because it is not a critical success. Also, if you donate £20, you can get a roll on a random table, which will affect our players. And if you donate £50, everyone rolls on a table. So yeah, fun. Adding a bit of chaos with some random roll tables again. So Selina can't think of anything. I'm sorry, I've gone back to you just as you put something in your mouth. Selina can't think of anything, wrecking her brains, thinking through the newspaper articles she's seen, the Twitter feed she's seen. It either doesn't mention them, or if it does mention them, the name's really plain, like Smith or Bobson or something that you just see all the time.
Yeah, so something where it could be one of any 6 people at the department. Okay, so I think she would maybe try and call, like, her friend's dad, I guess, and see if he would know anything about what was going on.
Sure. Which friend is this?
I actually wonder, Selina doesn't have a ton of friends, so I actually wonder if it's Maddie's dad. Maybe that's why Maddie is into doing journalism work, is because her dad is in the police force, and that's kind of what got her interested in the first place.
That totally makes sense to me.
And I think that would be somebody who, like, she probably has their home phone number too, because her and Maddie are really close. They've known each other for a while. So I think she would call Maddie's dad and just hope that he picked up.
So the phone rings a couple of times, and then after a few rings, picks up. Oh, what was Maddie's last name?
Scottsdale.
Scottsdale. Okay. Hello, this is the Scottsdale residence.
Hi, is Mr. Scottsdale there? It's Selina.
Selina, it's been so long since we've heard from you.
Yeah, I actually grabbed a milkshake with Maddie earlier. Well, I wanted to, but she did Maddie things. I got a new internship at the newspaper.
Oh, that's amazing. We'd been worrying about you because, you know, you used to spend so much time around here, and in the last few months, it's just, we've seen much less. Is everything okay? Is it a new job? Is that what it is?
Yeah, it's just a combination of old job and trying to find a new job and college applications, and Alyssa's got swim meets all the time, and I'm trying to be supportive.
You go
Just
get
got
her,
really busy.
You go get her. Oh, I'll go and see if Carl's in. I think he's still in the garage, but he might have gone out for poker. I'll just leave you on the phone for just a second, okay?
Thank you.
All right. You hear footsteps. As the phone is sitting off the hook, you hear oh, I'm the worst for remembering names today. I think it was Ari. Was it Ari? No, that doesn't sound right. What was the name of the girl that I put Maddie with last time? Do you remember?
Oh.
Bummer, no.
I can't remember.
No, I should have written it down, but I don't.
I didn't write it down either. Let's call her Laura. Laura's a nice, easy to remember name. Okay. You hear oh my god, Mom, Mom? And, like, she comes downstairs and you sort of hear, hang on a minute, sweetie, I'm looking for your dad. It's okay, can Laura come over? Sure. And, then there's some footsteps and, hello, Serena.
Oh, hi, Mr. Scottsdale.
Oh, please call me Carl, Serena.
Habits. Carl. So I wanted to let you know that I got a new job at the newspaper, and at the Daily Trumpet. And they tasked me with my first writing assignment already.
The Daily Trumpet and a first assignment. Congratulations.
Thank you. But they've kind of thrown me in to see if I can swim, I think. And I'm on a tight deadline. I wasn't sure what to do, so I thought I would give you a call. They wanted me to ask around about that mess with Undertow and all those rumors and see if we could maybe put them to bed. And I didn't know if you knew anything about it or if you knew who I could contact at the police station to talk to them about what happened.
Well, Serena, you know that information is strictly confidential. But seeing as you're a good friend and you've done really well by Maddie, I'll let you know that the investigation continues. And, I mean, I can't tell you anything. I definitely can't tell you to head down to Smithson's Park next to the bank. And I definitely can't tell you that there may have been an ongoing investigation going on down there. Okay? I can't tell you that Undertow is looking in a pretty bad light. That would, maybe get to the public and shift public opinion, and I would hate for that to happen.
I completely understand, sir. I understand. I knew it was a long shot to be able to see if you could tell me anything at all, and, maybe I'll go for a walk and clear my head, and maybe something will come to me.
Atta girl. Oh, be careful, though. We were at the police station earlier. We received a report that there may be some unlicensed heroing going on around that area. We even got a name and description. It was someone at your school. I won't release the name just in case, but be careful. There's unlicensed supers out there.
Was it just one person?
One identified with a couple of others.
Oh, thank you for the heads up. I will keep an eye out. I appreciate it, sir.
That's okay. You be careful. Once they're licensed, supers can be trusted to a degree, but they always make me feel slightly uneasy.
I imagine this current situation with Undertow is not easing any of those concerns either.
It looks real... I can't tell you, it looks real bad, Serena.
Well, thank you, sir. I'll let you get back to what you were doing.
Of course.
Tell Maddie I said hi. We hung out earlier, so she knows about the new job.
Yeah, we've not seen so much of you recently. I miss you. You were a real good influence on Maddie,
Yeah, I'm gonna try to rectify my absence and be around a bit more often.
Yeah. Well,
at the end of the school year.
She started going to wrestling matches of all things recently and listening to punk music.
I'm surprised that Maddie is going to wrestling. That's not really her thing. She kicked and screamed about the idea of being on the sports beat.
Yeah, no, she's not. She's going to watch. It's, Well, anyway, I'll let you get on. You said you had a tight deadline, right?
Yeah, sir. So, thank you. I'll be around.
let's see. Alyssa, Jillian, and Lila. Where did we leave off last time? You guys were still in the library, right? You just made a plan.
We were just in the library and we just made a plan, yes.
Well, it's getting pretty late, though.
Yeah. I think it's probably time for us to head home, since there's nothing more we can do until tomorrow. So I'll have to catch the bus since Serena texted that she couldn't make it. So I think we'll part ways, plan to meet up again tomorrow and take on our latest obstacle, and I catch a bus home.
Okay, so I don't think anything's going to really happen on your way home on the bus.
I imagine she might get a phone call from Serena, though.
There we go. Okay.
Okay.
Perfect. So as you're on the bus, your phone rings.
Oh, okay. I answer it. Hello?
Please say this wasn't you guys.
What?
We just got to. I just heard from a source that there was some unlicensed teen superhearing going on, and they got somebody's description, and they wouldn't tell me any more information. Was this you guys? I thought you were just going to get a book.
Huh. Yeah, no, we were. Probably Jillian.
You mean it's probably Jillian that they have the description of?
Yep.
Okay, well, I don't know if that's better or worse, or I don't even. But what happened?
Well, I'm on a bus.
Okay, that doesn't really explain what had happened. That explains what's happening at the moment.
No, it's just maybe this is something we talk about when I get home.
Okay, I have to finish this article. I'm on a deadline, but
Is it an article about us?
no, about Undertow and that stuff, that those rumors that were going around online about him making mistakes. I got a tip to head down to the park. Does the bus route go by the park?
Does it?
Sure, why not?
Yeah.
I was told to go. I got it. My tip said to go check out Smithson's Park near the bank. Said that there's still investigation actively going on into what happened. I could use backup, and maybe we could talk about it there. If you wanted to catch that bus stop, I can meet you down there.
Yeah, okay. I'll see you there. Did milkshakes go well?
They didn't really happen. Maddie heard about the internship, and she heard that I hadn't called yet, and made me call right away. You know, she got very excited, which I guess was good because now I've got a job. But
Yeah.
it kind of interrupted things.
Right.
She's been hanging out with that girl on the wrestling team a lot. Like right now.
Oh.
I mean, it's good for her to have other friends, right?
No, yeah. Friends are valuable.
Yeah. I guess so. Anyway,
I don't know.
I'll see you at the park, and you can fill me in on what happened today.
Okay. Yeah. See you soon.
Bye.
As you put the phone down, Serena, you hear the sound of a teaspoon stirring a coffee mug and when you turn around, you'll see a skinny person. They're kind of like wearing skinny jeans, which adds to the emphasis of just how small their legs are, like kind of knobbly kneed. Red skinnies, tartan shirt, which sort of hides most of their bodily features. Sort of a strong jaw, but really androgynous face, and they sort of have like black hair, which is swept over to one side. In a sort of scruffy way. It's in no way straight. It's very scruffy, and they're just like, "Hi."
Hi. I'm Selina.
Oh, I'm partner. It's a weird name.
I imagine you get howdy partner a lot.
Yeah.
I'm new. Are you work here?
It's weird. I'm kind of freelance. I take photographs and I only sell photographs here, and I have a non-competition agreement, but I'm not actually staff, so I get to use the tea room.
Get to use the tea room, get to make some money, don't get health insurance. I understand.
Yeah.
Well, it's nice to meet you. You said you take pictures?
Yeah, I got a camera right here, and he pulls out like a quite cheap SLR.
Well, you know, if you ever get a good shot of something, we could, for lack of a better word, partner up.
Yeah, it's a real word. I just kind of yearn for a nickname, you know.
Oh.
He looks about your age, but you've never seen him at Star School.
Okay. Well, Well, if you want to tag along and take some photos with me, I'm sure we can come up with a good nickname.
Yeah, I'd like that.
I was actually just about to head down to Smithson Park for a story. Might be good to have somebody with a camera around.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, totally. I don't have any leads at the minute. Sure. Hang on. Let me put this in a thermos. And they sort of rush over to a cabinet and pull out a thermos flask and pour coffee. Do you want some too?
Sure. It's gonna be a late night, I think.
Did you take milk?
Yes, please.
Okay, I'll pack it separate. I don't normally take milk. It's cool. And she takes out the thermos flask and decants milk into another flask that's sort of lying around. Puts it all in her backpack, and she's like, "Okay, I'm ready."
You have a lot of energy.
Sure.
Well, my car's downstairs. We can drive over there together if you want.
You have a car?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Paid
so cool.
for it myself.
I have a bicycle. I paid for that myself.
Well, you should take my number in case you ever get stuck anywhere on your bike.
Really?
I mean, you're gonna help me get these photos, right? A good story requires a good photo. Least I can do.
Okay, so here's the thing. I don't actually have, like, a smartphone or anything. I have a pager.
Okay.
I think it'll send you a text.
Well, at minimum, you can take my number and write it down somewhere, and then you can always call me from, like, I don't know, do payphones even exist anymore? I don't know, the office phone.
Okay, great. I'll write it down somewhere, like, on my hand. And he takes a pen and, like, starts getting ready to take down your number. Actually cuts his hand on the pen, clicking it. Which seems impossible, but he manages it. He starts to bleed a little bit.
Oh. We have a Fae.
We do. Oh, hi, Faye. How you doing?
Welcome.
I'm good. Sorry I'm late, everybody.
That's okay. Just need to find the Zoom group with you in it. There you are. Fade you in.
Hello.
Why do I still laugh at your jokes?
That was actually an accidental joke. I didn't mean to make a joke there.
Oh, it sounded very intentional.
We'll catch you up in a minute, Faye. Essentially,
No worries.
Alyssa has left the library because it's getting late, and is, to your knowledge, headed home. They're all ready with their background and everything. They're getting ready to write. They've just cut their finger, and they're looking at you and expectantly whilst blood runs down their finger. Like, okay, I'm ready.
Why are we cutting our fingers?
This is Serena in an office somewhere.
Do you need a band-aid for that?
Yeah,
There's got to be a first aid kit around here somewhere.
yeah, there is. Okay, I'll get your number later. Damn it, blew it. Okay. Runs over to a cabinet and starts getting out the bandage kit, and they're like, oh, why don't they keep scissors in these things anymore? It's just getting blood on everything.
Let me help you with that. I think that's gonna go easier than. I don't know.
You can see there's blood on the sealed plasters. There's blood on no less than 3 of the bandages. And there are, in fact, scissors in this first aid kit. They just couldn't see them.
I think Serena would go up to this first aid kit and clean out everything that they had touched, and then go through and try and get a bandage for their finger.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Let's just get in the car. My sister's gonna be waiting for us at the park.
No, definitely. Okay, cool. And they follow you like a lost lamb.
Oh, poor soul. I think Serena would just kind of head down to the car, kind of in a hurry, but start hurrying off and then slow down a little bit because she's a little worried about this new duckling tripping and falling down the stairs.
They actually sit on the banister and slide down. Maybe they're trying to show off. Who knows? I'd like to pan across now to Jillian. Jillian, it got really late at the library. Alyssa went and dove onto the bus. We'll say Lila also got a call and had to head home, maybe slightly earlier than both of you.
All right. Library's still open though.
Library's still open.
Great public library system. All of mine close at 5. Yeah, I think maybe she'll go and just scope out the situation in terms of the secret section, see if she can see over anybody's shoulders to what the books are behind them.
It's very much the case that this is in a sealed area. It looks almost like staff room. It says authorized entry only. It's a blocked door. There's a key card next to it.
All right. If it's hopeless, then she is also going to head home.
You actually get a call.
Nice. Okay.
It says Dad.
All right, I pick up.
What's your dad
Hello? He is probably one of those dads that, fly off a lot to do a lot of business meetings, so because we're in a pretty well-to-do part of town. He does pretty well for himself, but he's very much the traditional breadwinner and isn't home a lot. Probably leaves my mom to do the raising of the children.
Okay, so this is he's being brief even for him.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, Jillian.
Hello, Dad. What's up?
Well, Jillian, like you to head home, please.
Oh, Oh, I was just on my way. I was at the library.
Good.
Okay.
Good. We've had some disturbing news.
Oh, okay. Can you tell me over the phone anything, or do you want me to come back?
Just head home as quick as you can, please.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna get the next bus. Okay. Bye. Love you.
Yeah. See you soon, sweetie.
Click. Okay. I think she checks the bus schedules, and if not, if there's no bus that's going to be able to get her home within the next half hour, she's going to get a super. An Uber?
A soup. Oh,
A super.
yeah. A super. Got it. Yep. A super.
Cannon.
The guy who turns up in the Suba, he leans out the window and says, "Hey, you ordered a Suba?
Yeah.
All right, get in. My name's Oo."
Hi. My name's Jillian. Just hoping to get home. She gets into the back seat and is on her phone.
Now, I have a question for Serena and Alyssa. Would either of you ring Jillian?
I don't think Serena would call her, but I think Serena might text her.
Oh yeah, nobody calls in this day and age.
Yeah, maybe Alyssa might shoot a text and say something as well, but without knowing that Serena sent a text. So I'm curious what Serena says.
I think Serena would just very shortly tell Jillian pretty sure they have your description at the police office as a delinquent super teen, so keep your head low.
She texts back, capital WH, 5 A's, T T T T T T, 3 question marks, 3 exclamation marks.
And I think Serena just say new job at newspaper, contact at police office or police station, mentioned this.
And she said, and she's gonna text back can you get them to delete this?
She's just no, I don't have power over the police. What do you think I am?
All right, so she is going to go online. She's gonna go on Flitter and see if there's any mention of this over social media.
And then she gets a text pop up from Alyssa that says, "Police may have your description. Oops. ...
And she texts back, "Yeah, ... old news ...
Wow. In all caps is all you get back.
And she's gonna text back in a super on the way home. It'll be fixed by the morning.
There's nothing on Flitter as well.
Excellent.
Excepting now that you're looking, I suppose, for the first time today, there's a bit about you and the water bottle in the bus, and there's also a bit about someone standing up to Chuck.
Oh, okay. For the water bottle, so does the water bottle incident, are they tagging me in that?
You're tagged in the water bottle thing, yeah.
Oh, I'm totally gonna put totally not how it happened. Flitter blowing everything up, exclamation mark.
There's a Twitter account, a Flitter account, sorry, posts that's exactly what a super would say. Almost immediately replies.
Oh God.
And then before you know it, there's another post, a retweet with a tag, same person calling you out for being a super. And they also fly into your DMs.
Oof. I think she's gonna at this point turn off Flitter and put her head in her hands and just be like, oh God. And then she's immediately going to make an appointment with her salon, hair salon.
Okay.
Immediate, tonight, right now.
Right now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the
No,
hair-
right now, like, as in, like, she's, like, gonna make the appointment right now for tonight. If possible.
Oh, they,
She's gonna go home first.
You'll know, yeah, oh, okay, so you'll know that, the hair salon, only takes appointments by call. They're old-fashioned in that respect, you know?
I'll call him.
Hello, Superstar City Salon.
Hi, this is Jillian Song. I get my hair done over there with one of your beauticians.
Okay.
named
Jillian-
Navy.
Jillian Song, with Navy. Oh yeah, I can see your account number right here.
Yeah, I have like such a bad hair day right now, and I need it immediately redone. I can't even tell you how bad it is right now.
Oh my god. So
It needs to be done like tonight. Recolor, re-straightened, everything.
Give me just 2 seconds. And you can
Okay.
sort of hear muffled. Navy, we've got an emergency appointment. Do you have any room in your schedule at all? Oh my god, okay, 3 hours.
Okay, I'll be there.
So it'll be like literally right before we close. You'll be our last customer. Just come on in. We'll make space
Okay.
for you. We'll sort you out.
Don't even worry about it. I'll wash my hair at home. It'll be wet.
Okay, sweetie, if you've got a bag or anything, I understand.
Okay. I know. I might.
See you soon.
Bye. Click. Yup.
Let's go across to Alyssa, Serena, and partner. Thank you very much for the biddies. When you cheer 200 biddies, by the way, our bits are gay this month, and it gifts new emotes to people in chat. So check it out. 3 people just got gifted emotes there from Wiesney's cheer, so check it out. You might have some new Pride Lions or things. Yeah, so we'll pan back over to Serena, Alyssa, and partner as Serena arrives at the park. I imagine Alyssa would have got there first, already being on the bus.
Yeah, that works. Alyssa's just kind of like found a bench and settled in and was also looking through Flitter just to pass the time.
You can see this account. Their name is the Baron 2136ZXV245 is just harassing Jillian. There's so many posts calling her out for being a super and all that sort of stuff.
I think Alyssa goes onto one of their more recent posts and says, I might believe this if Jillian weren't so boring. This is her best way she can think to defend her friend. And also she still kind of thinks that a little bit.
Okay, and your tweet gets some traction. People were sort of like leaving it alone because there was just sort of like no response things, but lots of them. And when you say that, a bunch of high schoolers start jumping on board.
Like, against Jillian?
Well, what do you mean by against? Do you mean against her as in she's a super, or against her as in she's boring? Because we've got 2 ways to go now.
Well, okay, so what are the other high schoolers saying? Because
Yep.
if they're like chiming in that like, oh no, this totally couldn't be her.
So the super chat
She's
wasn't
so
really getting
basic.
anything. But then when you say, no, I would believe this if Jillian wasn't so boring. There's Jillian, Leslie immediately comes on and says, I don't think that Jillian could be a super. She's just too basic, and
It's working.
but other people like Chucks comes on and says, I don't know, she was pretty strong. She threw me against the lockers. And
Ugh, rolls eyes. She's a cheerleader.
and there's a lot. It's very splitting people. People are coming in with both sides of the argument.
Cheerleaders like get many petties, but they're made of muscle.
There are no posts whatsoever from John Dowkey.
He's a butt. I'm sorry. I'm not looking for John Dalkey's. I might have checked his Twitter once and then got away, rage quit. And muted him.
Muted him. You don't even know though. Oh no, wait. Yeah, no, they did tell you.
Yeah, no, I know.
Mm-hmm. So, Serena, you and partner turn up.
And she got like, I imagine that her sister probably found a bench like near the parking lot. And would just and Serena would just go up to Alyssa and just be like, hey Alyssa, this is partner. They
Hi.
take photos. I
Hi.
thought it would be useful for what we're looking for.
Alyssa is just like,
So you might have to fill me in later, but I'm on a really strict deadline and have to really make sure that this job goes really well. So your
Yeah.
assistance would be appreciated.
no, I can help. That's fine. Hi, partner.
Hi. How you? You two look alike. Are you sisters?
Yes.
Oh, good. Is it rude to point that out?
I
No?
don't think so.
Okay, good. Picking up a weird vibe.
It's
That's
just been
me.
a long day.
And Alyssa just walks away. Like, just starts walking down the path, whichever direction.
Partner turns back to Serena and she says, did I offend her?
Probably not. It's hard to say, really, but I'm sure it's fine. She's just kind of cranky all the time.
All the time?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
All the time.
She can hear us?
Yeah, she's pretty good at that. Yeah, I mean, don't worry about her. She's just cranky.
Okay.
Liz, you don't even know what we're doing here.
I don't.
There is
so-
a large
so you wanna-
pond here, though.
Huh?
There is a large, like, pond here. Some might call it pond. Big enough to be a lake.
Let's just cut. Oh. Yeah. Anyway, she would like run to catch up to Alyssa.
And partner runs after you. He's surprisingly limber, like despite wearing a backpack. He doesn't do the backpack run or anything.
Huh, impressive, given. And Serena's just like, so, okay, so to fill everybody in, I got a tip from a source that said that they were doing an investigation down here, looking into the incident with Undertow at the bank a couple days ago and how it seems like he may have gone off the deep end a little bit. So I just wanted to take a look around and see if we could find anything to help with my story before I have to run home and finish writing it.
Okay.
So, partner, feel free to, we can kind of split up a little bit if you want to look around and see if you notice anything and just give a holler.
Okay. You want me to wander around in the park in the dark on my own? Okay.
I mean, you don't have to wander far. Like, just like, I don't know.
No,
Look
no,
around.
no. This is fine. This is what cool kids do, right? Okay, let's do it.
I mean, don't go too far. Don't stay within sight. And does it look like anywhere here that there's like signs of this investigation that are going on?
Give us some mundane rolls.
I think if Alyssa helps me do this, we can get a +1.
That sounds legit. Yeah.
Yes, I am helping.
Not that it helped.
Oops.
Okay. So,
Worst journalist ever.
Yeah. You,
You're marking potential, right?
Oh, thank you for reminding me that. Oh,
that's 2 potential now. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm full. I don't know what that
Yay!
means.
That means you advance.
You get an advancement.
I don't know what that means either, but we'll figure it out.
Yeah. To the rule books later. But not
To
now.
the rule books. Sure. So as you guys are exploring, you can't find anything. Maybe you're distracted. There's not a lot going on in this park.
I don't know why he would have said to come down here if I.
After about
There
5-10 minutes, partner comes back. Hi.
Did you find anything?
Not really. There's the police
Maybe.
line, do not cross things back there, but I don't think that's what we're looking for, is it?
I mean, that's exactly what we're looking for.
I found it!
You want to show us where that is?
It's down here by the waterway.
Down by the waterway. Did they? And Serena's gonna head down there, and she is going to completely ignore this police line.
Okay, as you cross the police line, there is a pathway that leads to a tunnel in the hill. And in this tunnel there is in one of the side walls, someone has made a new tunnel.
Does it look like super? Like a super has made a new tunnel?
Possibly? Assess the situation. Wow.
it's just that kind of day.
Serena just cannot roll dice today.
Nope.
So, as you go to investigate it, Serena, you don't realize quite how steep it goes. There's like a well around the tunnel, which is going to make you lose your footing. So you are currently slipping at the mouth of the tunnel. What would you like to do?
Oh, I think she would just try and grab the walls of the tunnel basically and see if she can stop herself.
Okay. Savior roll? Or no, not savior, but danger maybe.
Oh dear.
Lissa is didn't cross the police line, but is starting to panic a little bit.
I think as Serena clearly misses all ability to stop herself and start.
Keep going this way. You'll advance twice in one game. Golly gee.
I should probably keep track of that, shouldn't I? I think Serena does call out for her sister.
Lissa looks over at partner, who is
Do you think she needs help?
yeah, I do. And Alyssa jumps over the thing and just starts running towards Serena to try and help, but not use her powers because there's partners just standing here.
You hear behind you, oh no! As you rush forward, you can just about see Serena as she starts to fall down this tunnel.
Ah! Okay, I'm running towards it to try and catch her arm before she falls.
Please make me a savior roll.
Okay. Nope.
So as you try and grab we have choices. As you try to grab Serena, you have the choice of grabbing her but being dragged in too, or missing her but staying up top.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab her and fall in too.
The two of you begin to tumble down this tunnel.
Shoot. Alyssa, we can't see what's his face anymore, partner, right? Anymore? Now that we are in this tunnel?
No, partner did not follow Alyssa.
Okay, good. Then Alyssa's gonna turn into water as she falls and see. I'm not sure she could get to the bottom faster, but I'm also not sure if Serena entirely needs that to happen if she's just a falling body of water in midair. It's okay if she goes splat.
Okay, so far, Alyssa's tactic falling down this tunnel is to turn into water and just splat, and that's fine.
Yes, but I'm trying to give Serena a way out too.
Serena, what would you like to do?
So Serena can basically teleport through bodies of water. Which is a partner, but there isn't a second body of water here. So
there's the pond up top where partner is.
But that doesn't help with Alyssa. She doesn't want to leave her. No, I think Serena would just fall. I don't know if there's a way out of this. Okay, no. So what she would do is she would use Alyssa to teleport back up to the body of water, and then use the pod to teleport back when Alyssa's on the ground. Hopefully.
Yes. No. Yes. That is a good plan. That is a solid plan. That is exactly what Alyssa would prefer, but instead of communicating that, she turned into a body of water.
So, as you teleport through Alyssa, you come back to the pond of water. You can't see partner.
Oh. Like anywhere?
You left him by the police line, but he's not there now. His backpack, red jeans, and tartan shirt are on the ground.
And Serena curses under her breath in a very unladylike but journalistic fashion.
So, Serena, how are you going to judge when Alyssa has hit the ground?
I don't know. I think she was just gonna give it like 10 or 15 seconds and then call it good. Because she doesn't have a way of knowing, really.
Is 10 or 15 seconds enough time for me to go splat?
Well,
Scrat?
in that 10 or 15 seconds, you go down the tunnel. It's very dark. When you're water, can you still feel things? And I don't mean like, can you feel emotions? I mean, can you still physically fifth sense touch things, feel them?
I think it's more of an awareness than a feeling. It's like I would be aware of a container or something, but I don't necessarily feel it.
Okay, so as you pour off of the end of this tunnel onto the flat ground, you are aware that there is a person at the bottom of the tunnel. Thank you very much for that donation, Rock. That's an advantage for Alyssa and Serena. Thank you.
Thank you. We might need it.
Apparently so.
We've
You're
only
aware
rolled
that
failures this whole game.
you cover this person in water.
It's uncomfortable.
Do you think you would be aware of like what sort of position they're pulling? How much detail should I give you here?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like if I just landed on them, I'd have some indication of that.
They're like holding their arms out as if to catch. And just get splashed with water.
So I'm gonna get off of them as soon as possible, I guess. And like, I don't know, just hope most of me falls through their clothing and onto the ground.
I think if it's okay, I think that 10 or 15 seconds that Alyssa is like literally standing in the middle of this, or Serena's literally standing in the middle of this pond, she spends shooting another text to Jillian. Because I imagine that this is something that happens really regularly with Serena and Alyssa lately, so she probably has like a waterproof phone case specifically for this purpose.
Makes sense, yep.
So she probably shoots a text to Jillian that's just like Smithson's Park, past police line, odd tunnel. If you've got time, you might want to come catch up. If not, we'll see you tomorrow. Bye. And like that's it. That's very big. And it's like, so she waits long enough to like send that text and then tries to pop back.
And as you try to pop back, we will pan across to Jillian arriving home.
Do I get that text as I step out of the car?
As you like are stepping through the front door.
She does one of those, oh my god. Is her dad at home?
You see both cars on the drive.
Okay. She looks down at her watch to see how much time she's got.
It's currently 9:30.
Okay, she runs in. She's like, "Ugh. Hey, Mom, Dad, I hear there's some news."
Your dad's in the kitchen. He's just sort of like sitting at the counter and being like, Jillian, sweetie.
Yes.
We've been getting strange reports today.
What kind of strange reports?
The police.
Okay.
We're concerned. There's also something going on at school, it seems. The counselor rang us just a few hours ago, saying that you might be getting bullied.
Okay.
Sweetie,
No.
is there
yes.
anything you need to tell us?
Yes. Mom, Dad. I got asked to prom by Josh Dalkey.
And they sort of like pull faces. Your mother looks elated for a second. Your father just looks more confused. He's like, okay. Have you been on any social media in the last couple of hours?
No, I was at the library.
Okay. Well, your teacher phoned us because there's a lot of allegations being thrown around that I can't believe I'm saying it, that you are a super.
It's just one of those, what?
Then that was followed up by a call from the police to say that both a victim and perpetrator of a crime were turned into the police station, and the victim in particular gave a description that fitted pretty close to yours. Although, admittedly, the clothing was very off.
I mean, I feel like there's lots of people that could be tall and have curly black hair that are downtown.
Okay.
I mean, I was wearing this all day. So it's really weird. I wasn't, I mean, I didn't change.
Okay. Well, they knew that they were from your school, and, you know. Sure, there's nothing else you need to tell us at all?
I may have stopped Chuck from taking lunch money from somebody. And so he might be really mad at me, and maybe that's why he's saying these things on social media.
Okay. And you and Chuck, have you had problems before?
I mean, he's always been kind of a jerk, but he's been on the football team, so, like, we've had an okay relationship up until now, but, like, what he was doing was just so rude. I mean, Dad, you would have, like, really not appreciated this. He was trying to take somebody's money, and so, like, I had to step in. So maybe that's why they think that I'm a super, because I was, like, trying to help this kid?
Okay, maybe. And you can see your dad clinging on to this idea. Yeah, okay, yeah. And maybe he doesn't like that you got with this John Dowkey kid to go to the prom. Maybe he's jealous or something, huh?
Yeah, maybe.
Okay.
I mean, you know how kids can be on social media. They say one thing, it gets blown up, and then, like, everybody is texting about everything.
That's the thing, sweetie. You know that me and your mother are 100% on your side, and these horrible allegations that you may be a super will stand by you all the way and make sure that you don't get tarred with that brush. We just wanted to make sure that we had the right of everything before we...
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
thanks, Mom. Thanks, Dad. But not a super. Just super fashionable.
Could you do me a flat 2d6 to reject someone's influence?
Sure. One sec.
You do have an advantage if you'd like to use an advantage. Means you roll twice and take the highest.
Okay.
Yeah, your dad's sort of looking after you as you go, and maybe we leave the camera with Mr. Song as
Okay.
watching after you.
She is gonna say something like, "Okay, but I told people that I go hang out tonight, so bye." And she's gonna try and get herself to the park.
Okay. And you can leave. They don't stop you.
And as soon as she walks out the house, she like pulls on a hoodie to hide her very, I'm assuming it's like pretty distinctive, like big curly hair.
Yeah. Okay, why don't you give me a mundane roll, please, as you leave.
Oh gosh. I'm sorry, everyone. Everyone is rolling poorly today.
Hey, it couldn't last
Hey!
forever, right?
Hey!
So, as you are leaving,
Something.
you see a light come on in a window behind you. And you can see your mother is looking out the window after you.
Damn it. But it's just a hoodie.
Mm-hmm. It's just a hoodie, but she's just watching. And how do you make your way to the park?
She's gonna walk around the corner. Are there buses this late at night?
It's getting 1 an hour time.
Oh, darn. All right. She's gonna spend her daddy's hard-earned cash and get a super.
Well, fortunately, there was one very close in the area, because this was a very quick conversation, and, hey, you want another ride?
Yeah, I'm going to the park.
Alright, hop in. What do you think of Subaru so far?
It's pretty great.
You're impressed, huh?
Yeah. I really like it when I can get into a car and get where I need to go by myself without having to talk to anybody.
Yeah, I hate that. Don't you hate that when you get in a car and the guy just keeps trying to talk to you the whole time? Isn't it just the worst?
Yep. Just the worst.
You know, just the other day I was getting back from a party and this guy just would not shut up. You know, I even put earphones in. So, like, you know, I think that's a pretty clear sign, right? He looks in the rearview mirror at you.
I
like,
totally have headphones in.
It's a really clear sign, right? That when you put earphones in, that you just don't want to be spoken to, but they just kept talking.
And she goes,
Oh, yeah, right. I got you.
You are getting low stars as a writer for this one.
Yeah, you saw just saying, ah, shit. But soon enough, you appear at the park.
she's gonna pull up Serena's text and be like, "Where the what? Why are they in a whole police? Damn it!" She like didn't have time. Don't have time to go do my hair. She like pulls her hoodie over and like walks over towards the police line, like scans around, trying to see if there's anybody around, like ducks under the police lines, trying to find this tunnel.
Yeah. Well, we'll pan
Cursing
back
under her breath the whole time.
We'll pan back across to Alyssa's perspective. Alyssa, You can.
I'm
I
so
suppose.
uncomfortable.
I suppose from the water still on the clothes of this person, you can see that after the water's hit them, they've stayed waiting to catch whoever's falling.
Okay.
And then Serena appears. The
Okay.
person cries out, "Ah!" and flies against the nearby wall.
I'm gonna try to reemerge from the water and collect all of me into me again.
Sorry, I'm so entertained.
The person, as you can feel as you are retrieving yourself, they're fumbling at their pocket, and soon a flame torch comes up, and they're just like looking at you, Serena, and then you, I suppose, Alyssa, as you rematerialize.
Yeah.
And you can just about see a full purple suit, with a white head thing that covers the face.
Did I recognize the though?
Give me a mundane to pierce the mask. Yeah.
Finally!
100%. That's partner.
Yay. Ooh.
What are you?
What do you think? You're sitting here in a suit.
That's because I am Bamfman. It's a work in progress.
Still working on your superhero name there, huh?
Yes.
What? Well, hi again. Obviously, you're not the only one.
Are you guys registered?
Working on it.
Yep.
We're still in training.
Are you guys investigating a crime scene without a license?
Not as supers, as a reporter.
You just did super stuff.
Yeah, to make sure that we didn't break our necks. I think that's okay. It's not like we did super stuff to somebody else.
I have to go. Be safe, citizens. And sort of like purple smoke envelops them, and they disappear.
Fuck.
Yeah,
Jillian,
that didn't
as
feel like I wanted it to.
No.
Jillian, as you were in the park, why don't you give us a roll to try and figure out where they would be?
Okay.
A nice mundane roll.
Mundane roll. All right. Hey!
Okay, so you can see police lines waving in the wind down near the waterway.
She's gonna walk that way, but she's gonna do one of those like sideway shuffles, like a just making my way around the park, not being creepy at all.
As you get close, you can see an androgynous-looking person getting dressed.
How far away is this person?
They're about 20 feet off the path. There's a rucksack by their feet. They're like pulling a shirt on.
She tries to avoid that person because people who take their clothes off in the park probably are not good people.
Okay. Why don't you give me a roll to try and like sneak around?
What do you think I should roll here?
Great question. Moves list. Let's go for a. I don't know. I guess it's kind of like a danger roll, being sneaky to avoid danger, maybe.
Sounds good.
Okay. So on this mixed success, you're kind of you can get to the path, and you can tell that they see you, but they don't acknowledge that they've seen you. If anything, they just start
Okay.
like dressing more hurriedly.
She walks by, she's like, okay, that's weird. She keeps going. It's weird.
And
She like pulls her hoodie in closer to her.
Excuse me.
She's gonna keep walking and pretend like she can't hear this person, because people who take off their clothing in parks are weird.
It's dangerous to go down there.
Yeah, well, it's also dangerous to like be walking by people who take off their clothing in the park. Bye, weirdo.
That's valid. And Jillian, you'll find a tunnel entrance. But before we get down there, let's head back down to Alyssa and Serena.
So that went well, huh?
This has been a really rough day.
Yep.
Well,
That's an unfair standard. Do you think they'd really report us?
well, we are powered and we did illegally cross a police line. But given that he calls himself Banff Man, maybe he's not licensed either?
I felt some serious judgment from Banff Man there at the end.
You're also a pessimist.
True. I
So-
guess we'll see.
Well, you know, at minimum, at least he doesn't know our super names.
Yeah. I appreciate you looking on the bright side.
Oh, well, let's at least make this worth something. Oh, I texted Jillian, by the way, because falling down a hole in the ground seems like something we might want backup for.
Oh, okay. Cool. Do you think we have service in this tunnel?
Probably not.
Do you
But I
think she'll
texted
be
her when I
fine?
was in the pond, so.
Oh. Okay.
Jillian, in this tunnel, you see another tunnel. It looks crude, sort of rough-hewn.
I go towards it cautiously.
Why need to give me an assess the situation roll?
Ooh, so much rolling.
Oh yeah, you can
Hey.
see there's a steep incline which goes straight onto this path, and if you get too close, you may fall down. However, if you're careful, you could work your way down like a climber.
I will do that.
Do you mind if I follow you?
I prefer if you didn't. Do you have all your clothes back on?
All of my clothes are firmly on. My friends are down there, I think. Maybe. Not confirmed. They might be down there.
Okay, but you have to stay like 20 feet behind me at all times.
Okay.
No, don't come any closer until we know who you are. Please keep all your clothes on.
My clothes are firmly on.
Okay, keep it that way.
I appreciate this level of trust you're putting in me.
I'm just trying to protect myself. What would you do if you came across somebody who had their clothes off in the park at night?
I was taking a selfie.
That's still not good.
I didn't think anyone would be around. I'm not making this better, am I? Okay, I'll stay 20 feet away.
Just be quiet. Just be quiet. Just be quiet. And like I said, keep your clothes on. Stay 20 feet behind me. And keep your clothes on.
Alyssa and Serena, you can hear this as Jillian is descending. You can hear it echoing down the tunnel.
I think like every few feet, she's just like, "Are your clothes still on?"
Yeah.
Oh, sounds like backup is here. Oh, and more backup?
I mean, I think that's partner / Bamf man.
Oh, joy, Bamf man.
Oh wow, this is really slippy.
Can't you just pop down here?
As that goes up, like you just hear resounding silence above you, Jillian.
Hey, are you guys down there? I got your text, and this tunnel is like really unsafe. And I met this like person, and they just like had all like they had their clothes off in the park, and they wanted to follow me. So, I mean, I don't know what to make of this, but they promised that all of their clothes are now on.
Oh, that's good, I guess.
Yup. They say that they know you. Is that true?
Partner?
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah, we know them.
You guys have some weird friends.
Friend is really pushing it. New acquaintance.
Aw.
Maybe we can teach them about not taking their clothes off in the middle of the park in the middle of the night.
I don't have a lot of friends. Don't take it personally.
And after some time, you'll all be able to get down there. I think once Jillian gets down, partner sort of slips and bumps and slides all the way down. They hit their head on the way down. You can see a large welt coming up. Ow! Ow!
You should really stick to your other mode of travel.
What other mode of travel?
Why are you guys down here anyway?
Okay, the short version. I have to write an article for the paper. I got a top secret tip that the police were investigating stuff here about Undertow and that incident a couple days ago. I met partner at the newspaper office, and they've got a camera. Asked them to come along. Fell down a hole.
Yep. Sounds about right.
That hole was really steep.
Okay,
I'm here because she's here.
So we want to get out of this hole?
I want to see where the hole goes.
Yeah, I'd rather explore the hole first.
Okay. It's really dark. And just saying, we're here with someone who may or may not be a flasher. She still has no idea that partner is probably a super, so
Yeah, no,
she's
so
just
no.
like, why is there this person here who took off their clothes in the middle of the park?
I just felt really pretty in the moonlight, she says.
Not making anything better. Not making anything better.
Partner,
Yep.
come on. Jill's one of us.
Oh,
Just listen,
I've
actually.
heard of Bamf Man. He's
Did-
totally nothing, like a man, you know?
Yeah, do you know if he's licensed?
I think you can check him out on the C-Class register, and yes, I believe he's there. No current crime solved.
I'm sorry. There's someone called Banff Man.
We're learning so much tonight, aren't we?
He's really a guy to look up to.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And what would he say to you tonight about taking your clothes off in the middle of the park? Children play here.
He'd say, be careful, but it's important to be able to feel free to express yourself, and I'm glad you feel safe in this city. Maybe?
Oh boy. I think Serena has wandered off.
Alyssa will follow.
Jillian will also follow them because she doesn't. She is gonna keep 20 feet between herself and partner at all times.
It really hurt my head. Okay, I'll follow.
Jillian will. She doesn't have anything on her. Never mind.
So as you continue down this tunnel, what are you guys using for light?
My cell phone. With the flashlight feature.
Of course. So you can use the flashlight to maneuver around. That's totally fine. In this tunnel, there is it looks rough-hewn for a while, and then becomes more formal. It looks like there's a broken-down section of wall, and there's solid walls here.
Jillian goes and she knocks on one of those walls to see if it's hollow. Please let me stop doing this.
It is solid. It is solid. I assume you're not using your strength.
No. This is just like a.
And so it says you said it looks like fancier than before.
Yeah, it looks fancier, and also there's some more. There's like the little cones with numbers around. There's some near the rubble on the ground around the door. There's also a number near what looks to be a chalk outline of a person. And as you head further along this tunnel, you can find a station set up where there's a little there's a station connected into the CCTV.
Oh. I wonder if this goes on to the bank. And Serena would try and access the CCTV station.
Oh.
You know, partner, might want to take some photos.
Okay. She'll take out a camera. She cuts her hand on the camera somehow. She's just the clumsiest person, and she just starts like snapping the cones.
Lissa's like looking around, her eyes linger on the chalk outline, and she kind of looks back up at Serena and says, "Remind me what kind of story you were investigating again?"
Well, there were rumors going around on Flitter that Undertow had crossed the line and had had used his powers on unpowered people instead of on actual like supered bank robbers, which obviously would be a major problem.
Yeah.
And my source says it's really not looking good for him, but wouldn't tell me why they think that. Said Undertow's in big trouble.
Interesting. Okay, I'm gonna start trying to look around as well and see if I can uncover anything.
Okay. How about you give me some rolls there to figure things out? Maybe assessing the situation seems. If
That
you'd like to
seems
help
fair.
you can either do individual rolls or you can help each other to give each other a +1.
So we do have that, or I guess Serena has the skill that if Alyssa and I look at things from a different perspective, that we get +1.
Me.
Yeah.
So
like if I'm on the opposite side of the room, like trying to figure something out.
mhm.
Okay.
So, and I also just leveled up.
Hey. Hey. Look, we did it this time.
Okay, so Serena, you can see several things here. There's that chalk outline definitely looks like excessive force for a start. But also the CCTV. I mean, this looks fairly open shut. Why wouldn't they simply arrest Undertow for this if there's such a clear excessive force usage? Would you play the CCTV track?
Totally.
The CCTV is actually not of the bank. It's of that area in the park. And you can see there's a picture. There's an image of Undertow in gear talking with two people in black masks. He passes them something. And then they head off towards the park exit, whereas Undertow heads towards the tunnel.
Do we all see this?
I think Serena would replay it for everyone. She'd probably get everybody to come over and replay it. And just be like, well, that looks kind of suspicious. At minimum, it definitely doesn't look good. I get why the police were saying it doesn't look good. I don't know why they just don't bring him in. Maybe, maybe he's like a mole or something and actually like working for the cops, or maybe maybe they're leaving him out there to track him and find these other people. Well, what happens if I write this story then?
I don't know what happens when you write this story, but I feel like someone's got to.
I feel like it's important for people to know that Undertow's gone rogue.
Yeah.
People trust him when they see him. They shouldn't.
Yeah.
Supers have to be trusted, and if the people can't trust us, they're gonna doubt us even more than they already are starting to, it seems like.
Alyssa's eyes slide over to partner, and she's just like, did you get some Banff pictures?
Some what pictures?
Banff.
What does
Oh.
Banff mean?
You've
don't-
never heard anyone...
um,
I don't know what that means.
Alyssa's just arms crossed, rolling her eyes.
it's an acronym for being really cool.
It is. It is. It is. Oh, right.
Yeah. um. Yeah. So I mean, you should definitely take some pictures.
Yeah, I'll continue snapping.
I guess. I guess that's all there is to see. But I've definitely got enough to write a story.
Are you gonna Are you gonna take the tape?
No, I'm not gonna mess with evidence. That would be pushing it, I think.
How will people know the story's true?
You've got the photos.
Right. Okay. Do you want me to like snap it? Like we could do lots of snaps and it'd be like a stop motion film or something? Or do you? I'll tell you what. Stop it on when they're handing them something.
Okay. Yeah. She'll try and find a good frame. And she's like, "Oh, and I can record it on my phone."
Is it? Because unfortunately, this is a VCR style CCTV. It's kind of old.
Okay.
So when you try and pause it, it goes into
Just
the cucaracha mode. What people are doing.
So I think she would try and see if she could get like a video of the video on her phone instead, because she doesn't want to take the tape.
Okay. You hear a door close from within the compound, from within the walls.
Everybody out! Hide!
Okay, Frank, I'm just gonna go and do another little walk around, check the perimeter.
Go, go, go! Everybody, get back upstairs.
Well, we like very quickly tiptoe back, and I think what Jillian's gonna do is she's gonna grab partner and then throw him up the tunnel.
I thought I had to stay
Throw
20 feet away!
her up the tunnel. And then she's like, "Who's next? Let's go."
And
Serena, Alyssa, what have you? We gotta go.
Serena would look at Alyssa and be like, you could just, and I could meet you at the pond." And asks if Alyssa will turn into water so she doesn't have to get thrown by Jillian.
Wait, but how would you get up?
So, can Alyssa and Serena get up there, or is it just Serena?
I think it would just be Serena.
It would just be Serena unless Jillian had a water bottle on her.
Good old
Didn't
water
bring
bottle
anything.
Jillian.
I know. Yep. So, just her for now.
All right.
Yep.
I'm gonna grab Serena. It's kind of like a weird grab, but it's almost like a when you boost people up in cheer, like we hold them by the waist, and so she holds her by the waist and just throws her up, and so she's flying through the air head first.
Can you please unleash your powers for us, Jillian?
Oh yes. This will be freak, I'm assuming.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh
Yeah. Yes. Oh.
Dead bullseye on the cheerleading squad for a reason. Descent is thrown so centrally through the tunnel that nothing hits them. They come flying out the other end and will clear the path straight into the pond. Unless they take any actions to do anything else.
No.
And as you see torchlight coming around the corner, Jillian, how do you get out of the hole?
I do the same thing for myself because I'm super strong. So I clearly am going to be able to support my own body weight, and I squat really deep and then jump out the hole.
I'm gonna need another freak roll for this, please.
All right, sounds good.
Okay, so you sort of like
good.
you get most of the way up. You're gonna get up there, but you're gonna hit the sides a few times on the way up. You sort of like ricochet off. You scrape yourself. You get some cuts and bruises.
Ow! 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 Ow!
And do you know? I think the bad part of this roll is that you get a scrape on your face.
Okay. Nothing a little makeup can't handle. Listen, she didn't get on the cheerleading squad without knowing how to do her makeup, okay?
And you are all back up top.
All right.
How does partner look?
Partner, we didn't roll freak for that. Partner looks completely fine.
All right.
Standing with his backpack on. Hi! Oh, I've never been thrown like that before. You're amazing. I mean...
Still 20 feet away. 20 feet away.
But you broke that rule.
20 feet away.
Guys, we probably shouldn't stand around at the top of the echoey hole in the ground talking. We should probably get on the other side of the police rope.
Yeah, okay. Let's go. Yeah. Hood up. Sneak, sneak, sneak.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. And you can all sneak out of the park.
Yay. How late is it?
Gotta go get
11:30.
my hair did.
Yeah,
Is
it's
that
11.
salon closed?
The salon's definitely closed.
Damn it.
Dang.
I'm gonna stop by whatever. I'm gonna stop by Floor Reds and buy a bottle of blonde hair dye. Floor Reds, Walgreens, get it?
I didn't, but now I do.
But mostly because we don't have Walgreens here.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay.
It's a drugstore, pharmacy. But yes, I'm gonna buy some hair relaxer and like a hair straightener and some blonde hair dye.
Okay. Yes, Mackenzie, blonde hair dye is just bleach, yes. You can totally do that. Do you go with Alyssa and Serena, or do you go on your own?
If they want to come, they can certainly come and help me dye my hair.
I think Serena would volunteer to drive everybody home.
It's like, wait, we gotta stop at the Florets.
For what?
Well, you said the police were out to find me, so I gotta change my look. Plus, I've been wanting to go blonde for a while.
I mean, don't you think if you suddenly showed up to school tomorrow with blonde hair, that everybody would be like, "Why is she doing that conveniently the night after there was a
For
police
prom,
like her?"
I gotta look the part.
Okay, that's not suspicious at all. That's fine. You do what you want to do.
OMG, Serena, just let her like dye her hair.
And I think Serena would look at Alyssa, who's obviously in who would be in the passenger seat, which would leave Jillian and partner in the back.
Partner's standing like 15 feet away from the car, like, am I allowed to get in?
Okay, fine, but you have to keep your clothes on.
I don't make a habit of taking my clothes off, I promise. You just found me in a bad light.
That's what all flashers say.
looks down for a second and then comes and sits in the car.
Jillian, I am pretty sure that while partner's choice of clothing related activities wasn't wise, I don't think he meant it to be creepy. Just.
I was just taking a selfie!
No, that's still creepy.
See, when you say things like that, it just makes you sound A, weird, B, suspicious, C, super.
Or like you're in a porno. Super? Porno.
I mean, hey, that
Super?
maybe
Porno.
maybe, who knows? That I've heard that's a good kind of industry to be in. I've heard there's a lot of perks.
Okay, I'm gonna drive you to the Flow Reds.
Thank you.
The car. and I guess she, after they hit the Flow Reds, she's like, well, I know where you two live. Partner, where should I be taking you?
You can just drop me off back at the office. That's fine.
Okay.
Thanks.
By the way, they told me not to dial 8 at the front desk. You have any idea what that's about?
None. They
Seems
said
really
that? Don't dial 8?
Yeah. I mean, she told me you dial 9 to get out, right? And then she's like, don't dial 8, and was really weird about it. So I didn't know if she was trying to be funny, and it just didn't work.
I don't know.
Okay. I'll have to look into that later. Okay, let me get everybody home.
And we will all get home. Each of you gets a text from Lila saying, parents have me in, questioning me about superhero activity in the neighborhood. Might be grounded.
Jillian texts back. Why are you grounded? Did they think you're a super?
It comes back really vague. Like, she's just like, I don't know, maybe not.
And Jillian will also reveal, my parents asked if I was a super today.
Really?
I think I got them off my trail. But I think just to be sure, we should probably stay on the DL a little bit. Okay, I should stay on the DL a little bit.
Oh, really?
Yeah, seems fair. Flitter was kind of like all over Jillian today.
Trending hashtags super Jillian. Trending hashtags boring Jillian.
I helped.
Worst day ever. And I think if Serena can drop partner off at the newspaper and just tell them like, you know, I look forward to seeing the photos that you get. I'll tell them that you've got some when I submit my story. And then would drive probably back to Jillian's house to help her with her hair, and then they can talk without partner there. And Serena would kind of like almost like pull the car over at some point before they got to Jillian's house. Just be like, so is anybody gonna tell me what happened today?
Oh, yeah. So we were at the library, and then we found the Demonomicon listed, but the librarian said it's in special access section with you have to have a super license to get into. Obviously, we don't, so we're planning to just steal one from our teacher. Tomorrow.
A Demonomicon? Or a license?
No, a license so we could get in.
Yeah.
Or we could just wait until we're licensed.
Yeah, but that would take so long.
It would take so long, and we don't know how much time we have to find the Demonomicon. Also,
Aren't licenses like linked to a certain person? So you're gonna have to like impersonate a superhero?
We could impersonate people.
the issue is we would have to wait to get our own licenses, and that could be a very long time. We don't know.
I'm in theater. I'm super good at acting.
Jillian's super good at acting.
I'm feeling nervous about this plan.
Yep, fair. So, plan right now is Jillian, you and I are gonna start a fake fight, right? And then
Yes.
Lila is gonna just, well, you know, if she's not grounded, I guess, is just gonna hop on over and, you know, steal the license while we're creating a distraction.
And first, we're gonna ask what a license looks like, and we'll want to see it up close so we know where they hide it.
Couldn't you just do the same thing to get the Demonomicon out of the library and skip the license step?
But they're always like guarding that section, and then that means that Lila would have to teleport in public.
And I don't know that there's a body of water anywhere inside the library. That doesn't seem wise.
Okay. We should be prepared if they get mad at us for, like, using someone else's license.
Well, we are technically breaking in, so we are inviting someone to get mad at us if we're caught. Kind of. That's the whole thing. And I get your concern, I do, but I don't know how else to get the Demonomicon.
We can talk about this more while we dye my hair.
Yeah, that's true.
Girls' night.
Girls' night.
Fun.
Yay.
I still have. Well, maybe Liz can help you dye your hair. I have to write the story.
You can write the story at my house.
Yeah.
I'll do your nails.
You would know that the deadline was, I think midnight for the thing. It was 11:30 when you left the park. You've dropped off partner, so.
I'm out of time.
You're not quite out of time. You've got maybe 10 minutes, but writing 2,500 words in 10 minutes is going to be an impressive feat. You get a message from Visage saying, "How's it looking?" She has your cell, apparently.
Serena would just text back, looking good, may need an extra 30 minutes, but got photos to go along with it, so it all should be spicy.
She texts back, "Okay, I'll buy you 30 minutes. I'll get Bronston real mad about something, he won't even notice.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Alyssa is like, I guess I'll help dye hair then.
Sounds great. And straighten,
Uh-huh.
which is gonna be a feat because her hair is just like
Okay.
8
Yeah.
hours
Like-
later.
80s afro curls.
Okay. Yeah, Alyssa's just committing at this point. Because she's got to pull her weight around here, I guess.
And I think Serena actually reaches over and kind of like pats Alyssa on like the arm comfortingly.
How is Alyssa feeling right now?
Tired.
Oh.
Yeah. So I think I think that they have to Jillian, what kind of hair dye is this? What is the process like?
Are you asking? Oh, you're asking as Alyssa.
Yeah.
Oh. Faye has never bleached or really done much to her
Okay.
hair. So, first we are gonna straighten the hair, and then we're gonna put the bleach in and cover the hair with tinfoil. That's what I've seen in movies. And then we'll
comes
wait.
with a list of instructions.
We're gonna read the instructions.
We're gonna read the instructions.
Yeah, as you open up the box, there's like a pair of gloves, there's a powder and a bottle with some like liquid in it, and a list of instructions. The instructions say only apply to dry, clean hair. Step 2. Pop out the lid from the top of the applicator bottle. Step 3. Add the sachet contents to the applicator bottle. Do not fully seal the applicator bottle as the contents may expand. Put nozzle on
Okay.
applicator bottle and apply evenly across the scalp and hair. Leave in for 45 minutes to an hour. Wash thoroughly and use color correcting conditioner. Also supplied.
We do
Okay.
this.
Yep, we are gonna do this. We are absolutely gonna do this.
Can we please have them roll to see how successful they are?
Oh no.
Yes, 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 yes,
Oh
yes.
god. I think I still have an advantage, don't I?
You do have an advantage, yes. But it depends. Are you dyeing your hair? Because it can be quite difficult the first time you dye your hair, and often you end up letting the other person do it, most of it.
All
I'm
right,
doing
I'm
it
trusting you, Alyssa.
Yeah, well. Okay, what am I rolling, Scrat?
This has got to be mundane, isn't it?
I figure.
Oh boy.
Mixed success. Okay.
Okay, so the hair looks like it's fully covered in bleach.
Okay. What's the downside?
We'll find out, I guess.
Oh no. Okay.
Oh no.
You've also bleached her dad's couch or something.
Okay, so I guess we have to sit for an hour before we rinse it out. So
And Serena is
Why don't you roll us a mundane, Serena, for typing?
oh no. I want to use my advantage on this.
Of course you can. Okay, so You are so... I don't know. Would you say you're also tired?
Yeah.
Okay, so like you keep like wavering. You write maybe like 100 words, and then you know when you just have that blank space and you just like stop typing and you're just staring at the screen and the little cursor is flashing at you, and the only thing you can think is coffee. So it's gonna take you maybe in 20 minutes you only type out 750 words. And you know you're cutting it close.
I think she would text message and just be like, "Thanks for the distraction. Keep distracting if you can." Almost done.
She replies, might not be able to do that. Someone may get fired.
Well, thanks for trying. I appreciate it.
I'll see what I'm gonna do. I'll see what I can do.
And she would just keep working, trying to get this done.
Jillian will take part of her 45 minutes to make you a pot of coffee.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yep. You 100% make a pot of coffee. This will give you a +1 to mundane rolls, Serena.
Okay.
All the time you are typing.
Ooh, strong coffee.
What's Alyssa doing?
Alyssa isn't sure what to do. So she gets out her phone and starts to try and rewrite the essay or the creative writing assignment that she didn't do great on.
Okay.
Gotta work on homework if we're gonna be staying late at Jillian's house.
Oh yeah, we're at Jillian's house, aren't we? Yes, indeed. At some point, I think Mr. Song is going to poke his head in and just look around the room at the three of you. Everything okay? Can I?
Hey, Dad!
Hey, is there anything you girls need?
No, just a girls' night in. Doing some homework.
All right, well, it's getting pretty late. Me and your mother are gonna head to bed.
Good night.
Good night. Have fun. Awkward door close.
Jillian will also do some homework. Because none of us have done their homework.
As you are doing your homework, you notice a drip from your head on just splash on the paper.
Damn it! She checks her watch to see if it's been 45 minutes.
It's been 35 minutes.
She'll put on like a shower cap. How about that?
That seems like a good idea.
Alyssa's still typing and looks up from her phone occasionally whenever Jillian does something, but then just kind of goes back to it.
All right. Is it time to wash my hair yet?
Sure, it could be time to wash your hair. As you head back to the bathroom, I'm sure... would Alyssa help?
Yeah, Alyssa can help. She's starting to get really draggy, but, she's, there because it's, past midnight now. And, she's used a lot of powers today.
So between the two of you, tired as you are, you probably would still notice the sort of yellowing trail on the carpet between the bedroom and the bathroom, and also heading down the stairs towards the kitchen.
Oops.
Oops.
Well,
We'll
it was
wash.
nice knowing you, Jillian.
Yep. Jillian will wash her hair, tuck her hair up under the shower cap afterwards, and then try and clean up as much as possible.
How do you try and clean up? Would you like to make a mundane roll for knowledge of how to clean up bleach?
I would love to. Faye would also love to know how to do that.
I think does Jillian have Alyssa help wash out the bleach, or
Yes,
okay.
if you would like to.
Okay. Yes. I think that Alyssa is tired and a bit unfocused, and as the water is running over Jillian's hair and Alyssa's hands as she's trying to get some of the rest of the bleach out, just the slightest bit of energy seeps away from Jillian through the water and into Alyssa. That's it, that's all.
Okay. Your knowledge for removing bleach, Jillian, is that there isn't really a great way. The good thing about bleached areas is they dye really well. So if you can color match, you can dye it back. But other than that, you could try applying water or brushing, but it's likely to spread.
All right. So is the floor like all carpeted? Is that what it is? That's the stain?
Yeah, the landing floor is carpeted. Would the downstairs be carpeted, or would it be like wood finish?
Ooh. It's probably carpeted, like
Probably
downstairs and stuff. Yeah.
Carpeted, okay.
Ooh, it's not great.
Oops, rough.
I think Jillian will come up and tell them what happened. Hey guys. So I think we did a really good job on my hair. Positives all around. Thank you, Alyssa. It looks great. There's one teeny tiny problem.
Yeah.
Teeny tiny. So I didn't think about putting my hair in a shower cap. And I walked around the house, went downstairs, made you coffee. Hope you feel better about your article. But I was dripping bleach down the stairs into the kitchen and around the house. And there may be a little teeny tiny bit of staining on the carpet. But my hair looks great. Jillian's all about the sandwich method of giving feedback.
Oh. Okay. Alyssa is feeling slightly more awake.
So, I would like to live tomorrow or today.
Yeah.
So let's go to the garage and see if we have some paint that matches the carpets.
Is that how carpets work? You can just paint them?
We're gonna put a little bit on a brush and then just color over those stains. Yeah.
Wouldn't it just be better to tell your parents?
No!
Or get matching hair dye, or while we're at it, just bleach the entire carpet?
That might take a long time.
Yeah. That's... Never
We
mind.
could go out and buy hair dye that matches the carpet. That's a good idea. Great idea. Good thinking. It is.
I feel like paint is not the
12:30.
best plan.
Well, I have to finish this article, so if you guys want to go buy matching hair dye, somebody's gonna have to drive my car.
We can do that.
Have either of you ever driven before?
Never.
Okay.
And Serena knows that about Alyssa, but she doesn't know about Jillian.
How far was that Floreds?
We could also go to the left aid.
Yeah, if there is a left aid right nearby, that would be so helpful.
Unfortunately, you know that the Florids and the Left Aid are not 24 hours. The
What kind of
closest
town is this?
the closest 24-hour place is a supermarket nearby, known as Breeze Block Mart.
Great, let's go
Great.
there. Can we walk? Is it walkable?
It's out of town.
Damn.
There's registrations. They're not allowed to build it within town a certain extent for stealing business.
I'm really good at driving in video games.
I don't think that's the same thing.
Well, your other option is to just wait until I finish this. Can we see how far Serena has gotten?
Sure, roll me another mundane. With a +1 because of the coffee. There we go. You smash through the rest of the thing, and we'll say you finish writing your 2,500 words at midnight on the dot, and Visage is like, I need something now.
Send. Just sent it to you.
She's like, great, I'll put this in front of Bronston now. No, he never sleeps.
Good to know. ... Send.
There's no response for like 15-20 minutes. Would you guys head off to the superstore?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that Serena would take the risk, but she would bring her laptop with her.
So the question is, what does Serena's article say? What light have you painted Undertow in?
I think she has tried to be very factual, to say that the incident was not as clear cut as it seems, that there are questions about the use of force, and that Undertow has been seen interacting with unknown and exchanging goods with unknown characters. However, the nature of these exchanges is yet to be determined, and the investigation is ongoing. And then has probably ended it with like those couple of sentences that said, while this is not necessarily, damning evidence, one should be cautious when interacting with Undertow and report any sightings to the authorities or something like that.
You get a response back from Visage after 20 minutes. We'll say you get it as you arrive at the supermarket. Bronston loves it. He's going to make some minor edits, but he thinks this might be front page.
Oh, wow. And then she would just respond back with like, partner has photos to go along with it.
We have the photos.
Okay. Good to know.
Great
I look
job.
forward to seeing his edits. Oh.
They'll be on the press at 6 a.m.
Serena is emotionally overwhelmed with like personal fulfillment right now. Kelly is very nervous about these slight edits.
Yeah.
Or I don't think Serena as an 18-year-old would think that far ahead.
Okay.
She's just like deer in the headlights about the idea of her story being on the front page.
It's going to be a half-an-hour drive out to the supermarket. So if you're making this trip out, it's going to be at least probably 2 a.m. before you get back. You guys can go and find some matching dye, I guess. Is there anything else you'd like to do while you're at the supermarket?
I think at this point, Serena is trying to keep going based on that coffee, and she's like probably found some kind of like energy drink or something and is getting a little jittery. Like between the like all the caffeine and her like personal energy, or like just the like thrill of the day, she's just like,
Yeah, you managed to find yourself a nice can of Popstar.
oh, this stuff is really good. It really works.
Jillian, under her breath
400
is like, oh, go ahead.
400% of your vitamin B intake for the day.
Jillian's like, she's gonna crush really hard after this.
I think we should get some snacks.
Yep. Alyssa's feeling a little bit better and is like holding up a picture that she took of the carpet on her phone to all of the hair dye options.
I'm assuming it's like a beige-ish carpet.
I think Serena would be looking at all of them being like, these all look the same. None of them look like carpet though. They just look like hair.
Yeah, and beige isn't the most popular brand of hair dye. You tend to have blonde and lighteners.
There's gotta be some sort of titanium or
Give me a
dirty blondish.
mundane roll.
Okay, I will do that.
I'm also gonna roll, because I'll also be looking.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay, mixed successes.
Okay. So between the two of you, I think you can come up with a cunning plan. One of you will be able to find some like chestnut brown, which is definitely too dark for the carpet. But the chestnut brown matches the picture of one of the before pictures on one of the lighteners, and it looks like you could lighten it to beige.
Okay, yeah. 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 Sure. We got this. We got this.
We got this.
And I guess we also get some snacks because,
We're getting snacks.
well, Serena wants snacks. What kind of snacks are we getting?
Oh, you know, the ones that drunk people get at 2 a.m.
The munchy ones.
The munchy
Hot
ones.
Cheetos.
Yes.
Like hot Cheetos and Twinkies.
Oh no, Twinkies. We're desperate if we're getting Twinkies.
Oh gosh.
But yeah, they've got anything you want. You know, Pop-Tarts, marshmallows, you name it. All those other American snacks which are so popular, which aren't biscuits.
I have a favorite type of Pop-Tarts. Also, Pop-Tarts has great social media. We're not sponsored. I just love their social media. But Alyssa's gonna have the same favorite Pop-Tart as me because they brought it back recently, apparently, and I just discovered it a few weeks ago. And it's called this frozen strawberry milkshake Pop-Tart.
Okay.
And
Does
I really
Alyssa
love
get
them.
excited about this? Do we see Alyssa get excited?
I think Alyssa gets actually excited about this and picks up the box and is like, I thought these were canceled. I haven't had them since I was a kid. They were the best.
You should definitely get one. Get two. Get three. I got a new job and I just got a front page story. I'm getting paid. You should celebrate.
Alyssa is just like looking at Serena like, what? But also grabs 2 things of Pop-Tarts because, yeah.
Maybe now you'll actually have lunch this week. You can bring Pop-Tarts.
Fair, yeah. Speaking of lunch, God, I need to tell you what happened.
Something happened at lunch?
Yeah, it turns out John Dalkey's a butt.
No, John Dalkey's just a fanboy.
Which makes him a butt. Look, Jillian, it's not going to be fun the second it turns to you.
Okay. He's really into superheroes, and he thought that Alyssa was a superhero.
So he pretended to be my friend.
Not pretended. I'm sure he really
Totally
does want to still be your
No,
friend.
he definitely pretended. He shared lunch with me and stuff, and just
Oh my god, he ate lunch with you?
I had a bit of a panic attack in the cafeteria, and I would not have eaten otherwise. I thought he was a good person. I was wrong. Apparently, he just thinks I have superpowers.
Yeah, but you gotta eat lunch with him.
Why does he think you have
Julian,
superpowers?
what is that?
Yeah, but he doesn't know I have superpowers.
Most of Twitter thinks you do. Flitter.
Yeah, but I mean, he's probably dating me for my personality. Right?
All I'm saying is that you should probably be careful because I think he's a butt.
Noted.
Are you guys actually dating, or are you just going to prom together?
Well, we're going to prom, but who knows?
Got it. And why does he think you have superpowers?
Me?
Yeah.
I don't know. Jillian, what did he say? He told Jillian, he didn't tell me.
He met me under the bleachers, and he thought that Alyssa had superpowers because he was saying that she was like exhibiting all the things that, like supers tend to exhibit. Like they start to like withdraw from all the stuff they used to do. They start to do like worse in their activities, and like they just like get withdrawn from everybody.
That's just
Yep.
Alyssa.
And she disappears for time. I know, that's what I tried to tell him. I was like, no, she's not a super because she actually doesn't disappear because we go to driver's ed together. Totally got him off your tail.
That is actually a
Yep.
pretty good cover. Except for if they start thinking that you have superpowers, and then it's just,
But that's
would-
why I tweeted that Jillian was boring.
You tweeted that I was boring?
Yes.
Okay, fine, whatever. I'll let it go. First you have lunch with my prom date.
Hey,
now you're
I am
tweeting that I'm
saving your ass
boring.
by saying that you're boring. If people think you're not boring, they'll think you're super.
You could be not boring and not super at the same time. They're not mutually exclusive.
It's about changing the conversation, Jillian. There was a trending hashtag.
Oh my
I don't know what
gosh.
that means.
And Jillian starts to like anger shop snacks. Just like Cheetos, Ho-Hos, Twinkies.
But it worked, I think, because now people are off your trail, so you're welcome.
Yeah, well, maybe now that my hair is blonde, the police will be off my trail.
Also, you're welcome.
Thanks. It actually does look good. Okay, now we really got to go home and re-dye the carpets
So
Okay.
the other part of
to match the curtains.
the other part of the success with some failures is the hair was pretty clumped together when you bleached it, so you've got like really fine dark highlights that come through. Looks good.
Okay.
Great.
We'll check out
Sleepover.
all of our
I
snacks
think-
and go.
I think while this back and forth was happening, Serena actually sat there and opened up the bag of hot Cheetos she had grabbed and was already eating them. It's like, okay.
Okay.
Renee is actually eating hot Cheetos.
And then
Yeah, you guys can check out. It's now getting close to 2:30, coming up for 3 a.m. You kind of had a whole conversation in the breeze block mark there.
I
You've got
imagine we get a look
school.
from the cashier of the pile of snacks that we're getting at 3 a.m.
They just kind of look at you and they're like, "All right." But yeah, you guys know that you've got like school in 5 hours.
Sleepover.
Yeah, I think we're just gonna go back to Jillian's house. That's Alyssa's plan, at least. She's very tired. She's a little bit better, and the snacks help.
I think Serena would text their parents and just say, sorry, fell asleep. We decided to stay the night at our friend Jillian's house after studying. We're safe. Don't worry. Love you.
So responsible. And Jillian will set them up in the guest bedroom
Okay, you can
with
Okay.
toothbrushes.
100% do that. However, you will not have enough time to get a full rest, and tomorrow you will be tired. But as we pan away from you all, we pan
Oh.
brief.
Alyssa marks her doom track because she is overtired, and that is on the list.
I don't know if you made progress today.
I also did not make progress today, and that is a full doom track.
Oh boy, oh boy. Ooh, look
I
at-
get I get things first. Nothing's happening yet, but
Okay.
I get cool new stuff. Cool,
We-
disastrous new stuff. Don't worry about it.
We pan away from perhaps Descent isn't sleeping. Perhaps they're staring at the ceiling, realizing that they haven't made any progress. Would that be valid?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're really focused on this Demonomicon.
Yeah. We pan briefly over to the Daily Trumpet printing rooms, where the headline is being printed, superhero, supervillain. And we then pan across to a small room where a television flickers in the light, and we see on the screen Serena, Alyssa, and Bamfman in a tunnel beneath the bank. It's all sort of like green light. We see them head towards the police investigation and leave again. And all we see in the green light is a smile as the shot is placed in just such a way that we can't see the rest of the face. And that's where we're going to end, just because you can this week.
Just because you can. Gotta find out what my cool new power is. I'm super excited about it. I'm not making enough progress fast enough on this character, so I'm trying to accelerate.
I think all I did was dye my hair this episode.
Yep. You dyed your hair and you gave partner a hard time.
Hey, that's
I really
valid
need-
though, okay?
I really need to know how well they dyed back the carpet.
And my hair.
Oh yeah, because you guys probably wouldn't have gone straight to sleep either, right? You would have spent
No,
some time.
No, we had to re-dye the carpet.
So even
Yeah.
less sleep, and we'll see how that goes next week. How we all doing? How we all feeling? Are we progressing at a rate that's fast enough for everyone? Are we spending too much time in fantasy Walmart?
Fantasy
I
Walmart.
mean, fantasy Walmart is fun.
Fantasy dyeing hair is also fun.
Fantasy dyeing hair is also fun. I just need to do things more often. That's all. I am a fifth of the way to my doom. Just not very much. I feel so.
Fantastic. Well, if we don't have any more to say, we'll head over to the Discord where we talk about this episode, and we'll talk about more there. We've also got some links for you all to check out. Please check out the links that the bot is currently spamming at you, including social links, places you can find us online. Sponsor information, big thank you to Maychan Press and Burden the Storm Publishing. There's also a bunch of websites where you can get 10 to 15% discount using our special codes, and they really do help us out when you use those codes. Thank you for everyone for your retweets, follows, subscriptions, bits, and all the other wonderful things that we got this episode. we'll be back in 3/4 of an hour with Return to Eden, where I understand we're getting back to the main plot today. And
I will be there. See you there.
indeed. And we'll be back at the same time next week for more Just Because You Can. Have fun, everyone. Keep on evoking emotions. And we'll see you later. Bye.